Peggy 16. Peggy 16.
You call, I answer! Pushing you on the scene! Man, come on! I'm ready to go! Calculated! Time to play. You gonna keep me waiting, babe?
do the killing.
Well, hello. Welcome to Street Fighter League Pro Europe 2022. It's week 11. We are careening towards the playoffs, and it is all to play for. Those vital seeding places are on the line as 6 teams battle it out. We have already seen Wild Blast fall by the wayside, but they are going to be fighting for pride today. Oh, it's going to be an excellent episode. I'll see you after this short break. What's going on? Welcome back. It's Street Fighter League Europe 2022. I'm your host, Logan Sama, guiding you through this journey as we hit to week 11. Only a few weeks to go before the playoffs, and it is all to play for as we have our first match, which sees Geo and 00 Nation fight it out to try and keep up with BMS, who seem to be flying clear of the pack at the top of the leaderboard, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then our second match is going to be Reason Gaming, who are still in with a chance of catching the playoff pack, going up against Wild Blast, who unfortunately saw their playoff hopes ended last week, but they are going to want to try and put on a great show and play for some personal pride today. It's a really exciting format. If you've just joined us, where have you been? We're 11 weeks in. But for all of those watching today, let's give you a little refresher on exactly how this fantastic format works. It's a new look Street Fighter League for 2022. And I'm going to hand it over to the capable hands of our two geniuses on the analyst desk, calling the action for you today. Let's hand it over to F-Word and Jammers to run through this format.
Each episode becomes more entertaining, even more fierce for the players, and it gets tense for us as commentators and analysts because you know what? I just want to jump out my seat, but I have to keep professional and make sure we give you all the insight we can and make it as enjoyable as can be. But F-Word, good to have you back for another episode.
Hey, likewise, Jam. It's been a pleasure these months commentating. This is the most commentary we've ever done collectively versus what we did before. I mean, it's been awesome. But listen, guys, those of you who are, as Logan said, been missing out and joining late and unaware of how this works, it is not a winner stays on format. This is actually a much more unique format. It is a home versus away, free versus free format. Teams of 4 select their 3 players. The away side has to reveal the player and the character order of their selection. The home side can then counterpick on the fly, and that's how that moves forward. In terms of how the sets are actually played, the games are actually played, I'll correct myself and say that. Game 1 is a best of 3, and Game 2 is a best of 3. Both of those are worth 10 points each. And Game 3, the ultimate game, is a best of 5 worth 20 points. Now, if you are tied up at 20-20 by the end of Game 3, you go to a ultimate Game 4, and that is a tiebreaker game worth 5 points to determine the winner of the match. What are they playing for, Jammers?
Well, once you accumulate enough points, and if you stay in the top half of the leaderboard, the top 4 teams actually make it to the playoffs, and seeding is extremely important. Semi-finals we played as the same way as normal matches, but the lower seed will have to be on the away side, again, revealing their player lineup and exposing their character lineup as well. And the teams who win from the semi-finals will advance to the finals, where 2 teams will face each other up to 3 times, where the team from the lower seed, again, will start on the away side. And for each set, the side will be swapped. And remember, these guys are playing for the big Benjamin Franklins, or they're playing for a bunch of euros, 75,000 I've heard. And first place will be awarded a lot of that money, and second place will be awarded a little bit of that money as well. But first place will also be qualified for the World Championships and be representing Street Fighter League Europe. They'll be going up against Street Fighter League US's team and Street Fighter League Japan's top team there as well. But you know what? Let's refresh our memories. What is this leaderboard looking like, F-Word?
Well, you mentioned top 4 qualify, and this is the first time we're starting to see some significant daylight from one team versus the other. There was a point where there was only 25 points between first place and fourth place. Now we have a humongous, a magnitude of a gap at the top with BMS there. What is that? 55 points away from Mouse and 65 points away from Team Geo. Huge gap. They are running away with this thing. But if you finish top 2, you also get seeding. So for Mouse, Geo, and 00 Nation, they need to get in that top 2. Reason, bagging an invaluable 20 points last week, keeping themselves in with a chance to leapfrog one of those 3 teams above them and make it into that top 4 qualification spot. But they do have some tough games to do. So we'll see what happens there, man. It's been super intense. We're seeing the leaders pull away, but those 3 underneath, or those 4 underneath, all within chance, and none of them completely safe at this stage too.
This was crazy. I can't say 100% things are guaranteed for Team BMS, but it looks like it's just a fight for second place. And the thing is, like we said, 4 teams qualify. But it's very important that you make the playoffs, but you get the advantage as much as possible.
I think what's so important, Jammers, is that BMS did all their work in the first half of the season when they were playing all the games away. Now they've just got home games, and they are just stacking up the points as a result.
Tell you what, though, we're going to hand it back over to Logan Salma to introduce the players, and let's get these juicy matches beginning.
Thanks so much, guys. It's time to get into match number 1, and we have got 2 teams that are fighting it out to try and keep pace with BMS at the top of the table. It is GO and 00 Nation. They still have a match in hand, so they're going to get that out the way first to see how close they can keep the run in. Of course, the first 2 spots get the home berth in the semi-final playoffs, and we all know how important that can be as a benefit, of course, as you mentioned, F-Word, that BMS did get a lot of the work done, even from the away side. They're looking unstoppable, but we'll find out more about that as the playoffs continue. Let's get into today's matches. Some incredibly exciting action. We've got some great players involved with both Team GO and 00 Nation. So let's welcome them into the arena. First up, on the away side, can we please welcome Team GO? Luffy Akainu, Valmaster, and Junior Leo striding in, taking position on that away end. $65 points behind BMS at the top of the leaderboard is GO, but they want to keep that gap as close as possible today. It's going to be very difficult, though, because these 2 teams are very evenly matched. Let's welcome the home side, 00 Nation. Phenom, Veggie, Rickmans, Barnett, and Dr. Goodlag entering the arena and taking a position on the home side. Of course, as I said, these 2 teams are very evenly matched. In fact, last time they met, it was an incredibly close affair, a 20-25 victory. And both of these teams are going to want to push for a few more points if they want to make sure that they are safe in the playoff spot, specifically 00 Nation, who can still feel Reason breathing down their necks. But as I said, They do have this match in hand. They're going to want to make the most of it. Let's take a look over now at Team GO, who, of course, are in the away end. That means they have to put forward their 3 players and their starting character picks. The only way that we can reveal that is through F-Word and Jammer. So let's send it over to you guys so you can talk through this lineup.
It's run back season, Logan, and I'm super excited to see how the teams respond to matches that took place earlier in the season. And look, it was a flying start for Team Geo last time. They had the home advantage. They made the right picks. They weren't able to get the win. A guy called Phenom turned up. What are they going to do now? They're away side. They've revealed their order, and it is actually Akainu opening up with Dan. What else we got there, Jammers?
Okay, I can actually see 0-0 Nation trying to counter him. They might put good luck on. They might take their chances, but Vegi on to try and secure a win. Valmaster being second place is interesting. I thought they would have put him there as the anchor position, but it looks like Luffy will be taking that spot. So it looks like they're going to have Luffy versus Phenom there as the anchor position, but it looks like they're trying to secure 20 points in the bag here. Good luck could play. Vegi could play, as I said. Very interesting lineup here.
There's no, like, hard counters on a 0-0 Nation squad there for that lineup. You wonder if Vegi will continue to play, if Dr. Goodlag will make a cameo. It's been a while since we saw him play. But you do know for certain it will be Phenom anchoring. That's what saved them last time. This time around, they had the advantage of being at home, and at least they can pick the matchups they want and hopefully go into that final game not at a 20-0 deficit.
I'll tell you what, right? Luffy at the back probably is the most genius pick. It actually only occurred to me because, remember, Crimson beat him, Soundboy beat him, Takamura shaking him up. Now you got to deal with that.
Good point.
It's going to be interesting. But you know what? Let's head on back to Logan Sama and find out from 0-0 Nation who will be fighting Akainu.
Akainu, welcome back. You're back on the Dan again here. You used Dan last time and you faced Phenom in not only the third game, but the extra game as well. And you weren't able to get the result there. Putting yourself forward with Dan again, who are you expecting to go up against with this character pick?
Yeah, I just knew I would face Vegi with Birdie, and I don't really like to play against Birdie with Guile. I think Birdie have every tools to counter Guile, so I opt for Dan.
You know, we really enjoy seeing your Dan here at Street Fighter League. It's very exciting. It's a rarely seen character. So looking forward to you representing that. And obviously, we're going to find out if you do get your wish. Is the strategy right? Who is going to be coming forward for 0-0 Nation? It is the burly frame, the towering frame here of Vegi. Look at that chest, the shoulders. What a handsome man you are, sir. Delightful. Oh, lovely. We'll talk about that after the show. Who are you going to be locking in with?
I'm going to be playing Birdie. I haven't played against Strong Dan before, so...
How do you get to play against a Strong Dan? There's not many.
Yeah, especially not when they don't play during the day, which is my main playtime, right? So, but against Guile, we have a history, and it's been very favorable for me. So I understand. We actually predicted he wouldn't go Guile, because that match is good, and I can practice with Phenom in advance. But Dan, we don't know what the matchup is. I would assume, though, that Birdie wins that match. But
well, he is a Shoto, but who knows, you know.
Yeah, he has a long, heavy kick, and those cancel, so it might be a bit weird.
It's a very strange character, right? A lot of plus frames, a lot of frame advantage that you need to be aware of as well. Are you going to be able to stop pressing buttons on defense, Vegi? That's the big question.
Yeah, maybe V-reversal, if it's a heavy. I don't know. Maybe press buttons. Maybe EX horn. We'll see.
We'll find out.
I know. What do you think? Maybe wake up super every time. I think that. Wake up super every time.
Every time. I don't know. I don't think we're in training mode. Right, let's get set up. Akainu, take a seat. It's going to be Akainu with the Dan pick going against Vegi and his Birdie in game one. Team GO versus 0-0 Nation. Let's throw it back over to F-Word and Jammers to call the action.
I respect the fact that the players like to draw out specific people, and they give you the track record, and they're like, I'll try Dan this time because Guile isn't favorable. I actually feel the draw out for Vegi was intentional by Akainu. Vegi is asking the right questions. He just got no answers because that's not how we work in team competitions. I'm not going to reveal all my answers to you right off the bat, you know?
I actually like the more I think about the pick, the more I like the Akainu pick in the first game. Of course, naturally, you could counter both of Akainu's characters, arguably, with Rickerman's Barnet and that Minat pick. But why would you do that and then leave Valmaster for a potentially lopsided match there against Vegi to get another 10 points? So you got to go for the bag here, and he's going to go here, Vegi, for the reply. And if you had loving the kiss blowing. Very, very lovey-dovey episode we have this week on Street Fighter
That would have
League
thrown
EU.
me off. I'm not going to lie.
Listen, man, Logan, Sama, and Veggie making plans for whatever they're going to do after the episode.
You
Threw
didn't
me
say
off.
it like
But
that.
hey,
Do not say it like that.
hey, happy days, each to their own, man. Love it. Great looking guys. So look, man, back to the match. We have Akainu instead of Junior Leo, and I actually agree with that because I think Veggie's got a better chance against both of Junior Leo's characters. He's quite comfortable in those matchups. He's played them a ton. So that's why Akainu's on. This is the match he wanted. Veggie learning on the fly, asking for matchup advice. I mean, that was a high decision.
Well, the thing is,
Taxi didn't like it.
he mentioned V reversal. He should have mentioned V shift as well. He's got EX Bullhorn when the option is available, and he's picked V trigger 1 just in case things get too obnoxious. A good reaction there to the Go Hadouken. You walking. Gotta find that space in there, yeah.
No, always. Crouch block from that range. He's got great block strings. Wow, what everything hitting there. Tries to jump out maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There's
just
one.
get out of my face. I like the V-trigger choice as well under the circumstances.
Yeah, just be ignorant with the armor. Do not let those taunt cancels go unpunished.
That looks that might have been plus, I'm not sure. Looks a little high. Good stand block though.
I'm just waiting.
Oh no, he
What a
doesn't
bait.
have that long arm extension like other Shotos.
Trying to jump out. Good throw break there from Veggie. And again, trying to do a Bull Revenger to gain some ground here. That V-trigger is almost diminished. Just walking forward.
A rare V-trigger too here from
Oh no!
miss. Could have cross countered. Got to be ready.
Okay, checks it. But I think Akainu tried to backdash. Come
Okay,
on, grab.
okay.
What's the risk gonna be? Okay, trying to go for the hit confirm.
Gonna confirm. Nice
Watch out.
surprise EX. He's well in this round.
Choose the gun. Oh boy. Akainu might have to be ignorant. He might have to do dan kicks. He might have to do
Again?
dan kicks.
Oh, he went for it. No. Just about ready was Akainu. One step ahead. All the meter spent there for Veggie. Trying to close out that first round. Wasn't to be. All right. Akainu takes it and gets a huge opening.
No!
Execution error.
Is that what he
Supposed to be
wanted?
hands.
I don't
No,
think-
he's going
yeah.
for hands.
Okay. Sad fist. Throwing it out with malicious intent. I didn't even know you got a counter hit into a jab after that.
Oh, what the hell? That was stayed in front. That
Yeah,
looked insane.
even Veggie reeled back in his seat. 'Cause I've never seen that before.
Yeah, when you're playing a new character, there's loads of things you have to get used to. Pluser de pluser.
Oh no, it's gonna be.
Yeah, just
he
let it
has to.
fly. Just let it fly.
Has to.
Yeah,
comes.
just chills.
Nice.
Whoa, what a challenge. Got away with it.
Good block. Ooh. Birdie gonna whip punish that.
That's dead. Beautiful whiff punish there from Veggie. And look, man, regardless of the matchup, it is a Shoto at the end of the day, and we know Birdie fights those characters relatively well.
All right, again, a jump caught him out last time. It got him decent damage and mileage there, Akainu, but let's see where he's gonna land big damage here. There you go. You have to be obnoxious with those EX dan kicks. There you go. Push him straight to the corner. Get a couple of grabs.
Nice delayed stand short there. Counter hit conversion to the stand medium. All the ground covered. V-skill 2 covering the approach. Veggie's defended really well in that situation. Didn't let the corner pressure take too much control.
Too far away for the
Pluser
jump.
de pluser. Catches him low. Nice safe jump. Oh, what's he trying to do? Trying to jump out. It's not going to work.
Bullhorn
Great
again might
pressure.
come. Bullhorn again
Oh,
might
it
come.
worked.
Yeah, he tried
Oh, what a
Bullhorn.
sequence. What a sequence. That was just Dan wildness there. Just pressure after pressure there from Akainu to close that one out.
The thing is, I feel everybody with the lack of Dan knowledge out there in the community worldwide, I feel you need to lose a game like that to really go, right, I need to spend my V reversal. I need to use my V shift. Or again, he's been relying on EX Bullhorn for the trigger because he's put himself in a situation, and props to you because you spotted it like 3 times. He's been walking backwards and the taunt cancel into crouch medium kick. His crouch medium kick has got exceptional range,
It's
man.
one of the best low chases. It's not just the crouch medium kick having range, it's the blocks done on the heavy that keeps the opponent in place as he switches up the V skill and then comes in with a crouch medium. So it's just scary. If you haven't played against Dan before, I just know because when I played against Dan for the first time, I kept on thinking I could walk back and no, I couldn't.
Listen, you think he's a joke, but he's not. We have said this before, and we'll keep regurgitating the same lines. Dan has some of the best defensive pressure in this game. So if you do not use the universal defensive mechanics, he's going to overwhelm you. And there's no one to blame but yourself, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he absorbed a lot of pressure there. I was surprised not to see more V reversal there from Veggie.
Oh, so he's picked a 2-bar trigger 4.
Maybe just have the access to the V trigger. The wake up reversal is not going to be there when he's in.
Because to be honest with you, Veggie's actually been doing pretty well in the neutral
Wow.
game overall. But that's the block, the Dan kick, crouching. Here it comes. Mid stand.
Like, this is out.
Get away, trying to find the optimal range, waiting for Akainu to whiff something, but he's not.
Nice choice there. Press the button, which allowed him to be vulnerable. Oh, that wasn't a good down forward heavy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Was it a quick run? Oh, no punish.
No chain. Good throw break there from Akainu. The jab check after the throw tech. But is he going to be obnoxious again? Yeah, he has to.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Big damage here.
Still alive. He has the V-trigger though. Oh, it's the activation. Blocks the cross up this time. Tick throw.
Uh-oh. Bullhorn's coming.
Oh, he got hit.
Wow. And what did Logan ask him? Are you gonna stop pressing buttons?
No, the answer is no, Jammers. When in doubt, mass buttons it out.
The fighting game. Good backdash.
Yeah, that was plaza de plaza.
It looks like he's starting to be more comfortable with the EX knees on the fly, but gets hit by Demritz again. What? What? Do you know, I feel that only worked because he pressed the, yeah, he done the jump medium punch. Stun, not dead there. Not dead.
Damage incoming though.
Is he going for the, nah, he's going for the safe combo. All right. All you can. Look at this closeout here.
Wow, great pressure. Whiff fireball threw him off. Was expecting block stun, it never came.
Yeah.
And now you have game point here to Akainu.
Oh, good jab check there. But the thing is, but the way Vegi's getting damage, it's not huge. It's not menacing like, you know, other characters have been fighting here in Street Fighter League.
Just sweep back. He wanted the big damage there, didn't get it.
Good check.
Yeah, he's just getting like 1 or 2 hits here and there. They do hurt, but not much follow-up afterwards. But when Dan gets the hit, you get this scenario. Jumps out, doesn't press the button this time. Good adaptation, but Akainu jumps right back out and reply.
Still not the reverse link.
Good tech.
Just gonna, whoa,
nice whip punish. Go straight to the CA. Best CA setup in the game. What's it going to be?
I'd play it safe and go for a regular grab, but we'll see.
Oh, we went for the meaty stand roundhouse. Good patient block there.
There you go. Finally a sneeze when he's got a life lead.
That's Oh, he did it.
He had to. He's getting that momentum.
Oh, is that going to change the tide here? Finally a V-shift.
There's a cancel here.
And a V-reversal this time. The grey health building up. That jab took away the grey health. Nice life lead. Can Vegi take this?
He's looking comfortable right now.
Akainu's got the meters to bring this back, though, Jammers.
Yeah, hold on.
Good blocks.
He's not going to jump, surely. Oh my God, he did jump.
And he walks up and throws.
Pressure, he can still press
he got it. He delayed it to the crowd fist. And Akainu gonna take it over Vegi. Got him in the corner. The brave jump was the first step. I mean, he'll be kicking himself that he didn't anti-air there because that was his one opportunity to close it out. But Akainu gets the points for Team GO, and they're off to a solid start here in this run back.
Smart pick. I noted down that this fixture would happen, but I didn't expect him to stick with the Dan. But you know what? Fantastic top, and it was a learning experience for Vegi, a very valuable and harsh one. Because again, he asked all the questions. He couldn't goad any answers out of Akainu from the start. And look, I do feel it's a little too late, because what you did in the second game, he only did it when he felt comfortable. Life lead, better resources, so on and so forth. And
yeah, more V-reversal, more V-shifts, I think, especially when in doubt, when you don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's done now. Unfortunately for Vegi, he drops that one. Akainu pulling out the big win there and getting closer to that second place. Sorry, that first place, of course, where the big gap is, where BMS are occupying. And here you have it. Valmaster coming up next. What are the home side going to do here, Jammers? It's got to be Rickerman's one, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's the safest pick. He's one of the most consistent players on 00 Nation, always collecting the 10 points where needed. I don't think I've seen him in the anchor position yet. Yeah, I could be mistaken.
I think he anchored. He played the tiebreak at least, if not
the
an anchor.
tiebreakers,
Yeah.
but I can't remember. It's been quite a while. We've done numerous episodes now, right? It's been a while.
I don't think he has anchored. I think you're right.
But again, he's a surefire victory for 10 points. But listen, Valmaster makes any matchup that is bad for Chun-Li pretty difficult for the other guy. But
and TKR made a good fight of it, so.
He did indeed. But we need to find out who 00 Nation are going to put with Valmaster. Logan, all yours.
Thanks, Gemma. I'm standing here with Valmaster, who once again is stepping up into the second game. The commentary team are expecting you to face Rickermans, Barnett and Manat. Again, you've faced Manat many times already, Street Fighter League. How are you feeling about that matchup potentially?
The matchup is pretty bad for Chun-Li. It's maybe the worst with that sim, but I can make it. I know I also play Menat, and I won against Shiv, but Rickman is a very, very good player, so it will be hard, but I can do it, yeah.
Okay, well, they're putting you forward then for this matchup to draw Rickerman's Barnet out before the 20-point game. What's the theory here? What are you expecting for this to work out with Phenom and Luffy going at each other in the last game?
Yeah, in the last game, I think there will be Luffy against Phenom. And yeah, it's very obvious Rickman will go against me. If they don't, they're crazy.
So you think this is you're aiming for that 30-10, basically, is what you're hoping for, 30 points if you get the win?
No, we aim for the 40-0. I know I can win. It's very hard, but I know I can make it. TKR proved it when he played against him. He did very well. It was on the last round. I know I can do it, yeah.
I love that confidence. I'm looking forward to seeing you play. If you can send forward, there he is, stepping up already, ready to go. One of the most consistent performers in the event so far. Rickerman's Barnet, welcome. You are now the expert. I love the confidence. F-Word loves you so much, by the way. The confidence, the way that you step to the arena floor, ready to perform. You've played out against a lot of Chun-Lis here. You've been sent out by your team to do the job. Why is this matchup favorable for Manat, do you think?
Well, Chun-Li is a neutral heavy character and Manat doesn't play neutral. Basically it.
It always helps. It always helps. You have a very strong record so far in the entirety of the league. You've got a lot of points for your team. Last time you didn't go against Valmaster, I believe. Are you feeling confident now?
Feeling confident as always. I beat TKR even if I say it's an easy matchup, but that was a close one.
Yes.
So I'm not going in as cocky today. I'm going in to win anyway.
Just a little bit cocky.
That's what you need. A little bit of cockiness.
All right then. Let's get set up, ready to go for game 2. It is going to be Valmaster put forward with the Chun-Li, and it is going to be Rickerman's Barnet with Manat. Game 2, let's throw it back over to F-Word and Jammers on the commentary desk.
You know what they say, honesty is the best policy. And he did say last time when he done the Chun-Li matchup with Rickerman's Barnet, it was pretty close. He said, you know what, I'm not going to be as cocky this time. And again, look, if you're not honest with yourself, well, good Lord help you in the remaining of your matches.
And I think of the two, honestly, if we're going to be honest, that 72% win rate, one of those losses being a tiebreak as well. So he's hardly lost any actual battles here. Oh, wow, identical win rates here from the Chun-Li. 72% win rate from Valmaster. I mean, both of these guys have got their very clear talismans. You know, it's going to be Luffy on Team Geo's side. It's going to be Phenom, who pulled off the reverse turnaround against Team Geo last time. But their secondaries, they're second-tier players. The guy who sits just behind that talisman, they're both phenomenally good, and they've done tremendous work for them both this season.
The thing is, we praise a lot of the players. I don't think Rickerman gets enough credit for how vital of an ingredient he is to 0-0 Nation.
He plays an archetype that I think is invaluable. If you have an archetype, and you said it earlier, if Dr. Gulag was more committed to Poison, he'd probably be featured more. These archetypes that almost delete other characters, at the very least, make it very hard for other characters and very hard counter picks. You have counter picks that are like 0.5s or maybe a slight 6-4. I mean, that hard counter picks a few characters in the game, or a very strong 6-4. For example, this one. These are the kind of characters that make a huge difference. Now, the downside is they can be counterpicked when you're away from home. But, you know,
100%.
Overall, when you've got a team of 4, that should work to your advantage.
Well, it is a best of 3 here in game 2. Valmaster looked at that set with TKR extensively, and he feels he may be able to edge out a win. Let's find out. And it's already a bad start here.
Oh, don't stand throw. What a start.
If he grabs you, you're done. But the other one.
Would back throw a stun there?
Yeah, the back throw would have stunned.
Another mistake, and he's in the corner now as a result. Stun recovered. No punish. Yeah, just gets out there. Back to neutral we go. Oh, no conversion off that
It's going to take longer for the orb to come back now. It's going to take way too long for the orb to come back.
It's out. There it is, miles away. I mean, Chun-Li completed an entire jump back before that orb got anywhere near Manat.
Yes, Kiko gets to open up.
Yeah, he overextended with that dash too far and a good whiff punish. Dashes twice though, overextends. There is no Oki off the third kick now. You're playing the wrong season, Valmaster.
And there we go, good jump back there. He's just trying to avoid the explosion or whatnot, but nice good whiff punish.
But no resources to cancel. Another good one, and he catches the empty jump attempt. The back dash very well placed.
Keep an eye out for that as well, because Chun-Li's got a floaty jump, so stand medium punch could help out as an anti-air, situational anti-air in certain rounds here for Rickerman's Barnet. Backs away. Oh, heavy soul severe saved him from a crush count in that aspect, F-Word.
He made that fireball hit a bit too late.
Jumps away again. He's jumping
wow,
away.
wow, just running into stuff now.
Yeah, but even then, every time that Rickerman does the soul throw, he's just jumping away because he don't want to deal with the retraction or the soul spark.
We're seeing a very different approach to the matchup to what TKR did. TKR was always within heavy punch range. You know,
Yes.
he managed to just walk into that range and at least contest with Manat from a range where Chun-Li's normals reach.
I'm liking this spacing.
This could be adjustments from Rickman's Barnet or just not as good play so far from Valmaster, but he's still very much in this.
Is he going to V-reversal?
Oh, he's got that V-trigger though, Jammers. He doesn't want to let go of that. Oh, almost a perfect jump in. Here it comes. Don't press buttons. Oh, what a terrible time to press.
He's going for a full combo. Yeah, he's going to full combo, and he might do the reset right as the orbs have disappeared. Let's find out. See? There he's going to do the full thing. EX Heavy Soul Sapphire.
Guess Forget missed it.
One hit will do it.
Yeah, he's not going to press a single thing there.
Oh, you liar!
Why would ya?
And the thing is, he
Why
did
would
that
ya?
in the previous round, and he's taking it to a final round. I tell you what, Valmaster's shaking his head, but I think he's shaking his
Listen,
head.
if I'm Rickman's Barnet there, I'm pressing nothing but down, back, and back. That's when I'm getting to a comfortable range. But that CA is a humongous equalizer because she can't throw the orb. Lots of stuff becomes unsafe on block. The matchup almost becomes advantageous to Chun-Li when that CA arrives.
All right, good start here. Usually on the foot here for Valmaster, but Rickerman still can maintain the control in the neutral. Been doing well, just a couple of hiccups when it comes to pressing buttons at certain times, especially in the last couple of seconds in a round. And he just backs off and waits. Yeah, I like this. I like this choice. Not looking for the jump just yet. He tried to do down forward hard kick.
Yeah, trying to get out of the corner. Got checked.
Just wait. Yeah.
Okay, he's lucky that didn't cross counter. Would have been huge damage incoming with the orb out.
Really good
Lovely
reflect
reflect.
there.
He's keeping Valmaster cornered here.
Cool.
Too far for that Fierce. It wasn't the worst idea.
I'm liking this, and he's being slightly elusive.
Oh,
and
what a trap.
Yeah, there's the buffer into
Beautiful
crouch medium
buffer.
punch. All right, here we go.
Wake up and Sancho!
Wow.
Who saw that coming? To the corner we go.
Oh, trying to catch
he
him to
tried
late
to catch him,
tech.
trying to do a V shift or a wake up throw. Covers both options. Oh, that's bad. Terrible mistake there from Rickman's body count.
Oh,
Not
no.
confirmed.
Wait a minute.
Oh, he just left
no.
him out. What a genius play from Rickerman's Bonnet. The raw V-trigger activate to the orb release, blocking the normal and getting the guaranteed hits into a combo. That was genius. And Valmaster didn't see the danger. He had the counter hit stand medium. He didn't EX legs. Opportunity goes begging.
Chun-Li plays neutral. I don't. That's what he said. And again, he done that on defense, which was a vital aspect from Manat's gameplay. Yeah, that's crazy. Gets the jump. Still got him trapped in the corner here, Valmaster, doing the hard work. Gets the throw. And another one. Oh, here we go.
Counter hit. It's going to link.
Reset's coming. Good block.
Yeah, good block. I think that was in front anyway.
But that's all he wanted. Anti-air.
Oh, great angle on that jump in. Escapes the crouch fierce.
Activate. Check a throw. Yeah. Alright,
Still in
listen.
this.
His defensive sequences for throws, or his reads on throws.
Oh, what
wow.
a big bet. I think he just threw that out anyway. It just worked out.
Anti-air.
Trade is good. That isn't good. Beautiful pressure there from Valmaster. Not being deterred from taking to the air just because of that one-off EX anti-air. He kept it going, kept it mixed up, and Rickman's Bonnet couldn't quite figure out where he was coming from.
I wonder if he's trying to force him when he jumps to do EX Heavy Soul Sapphires, the anti-air, just to really mess him up. We'll see. Let's see if it resorts to that at some point. Fierce. Yeah, I think he's trying to get him to spend the bar on the anti-air. Rickerman's just blocking, so...
Yeah, he's introduced that jump legs as a... Oh, wow, you're negative there. I'm not sure what he's pressing. Big
Wow.
bait. Absolutely not worth it there. Bad bet from Valmaster. He's lost a lot of ground too, as well as the health. Gonna
Back
activate.
dashes. Did he get a grab? Yes. The check. Brilliant. And no trade combo because Kikoken was still out at the time, Edward.
Catches, he knows exactly what he's looking for. The crouch medium buffer gets the trade there. Here's the activation. It's guess per game there. It's a low. And he's gonna take that second round of the second battle. Moving into game point. Rickerman's Barnet doing what he does best.
I'm telling you, man, this guy is imperative. He is pivotal to 0-0 Nation with the amount of points he's accumulated for the guys. And he's looking to close things out here in game 2. Good jab check to give him some space in the corner.
Not seen that crouch fierce trap that TKR utilized so well from close range.
You're right. All right, there you go. He
Nice,
didn't have any
meter,
meter.
yeah. Gonna activate. This is a great round. Oh, we did the right this time. Commentators go, oh, we got a no,
Hold on, it wasn't a reset, full combo,
reset.
but there's a reset. Still got one more orb to work with and make it safe. Another throw.
Oh, this round was going so well for Valmaster. What was that?
That is not what he wanted. I think he wanted the Soul Axe to retract the orb.
That is a dead Manap, bro.
Oh,
surely.
Yeah.
What on earth happened there? Negative edge? He was trying to really...
He might have wanted to do Soul Axe to bring it back, and he might have been walking forward slowly, and then it just...
Wow. Shades of Mommy in Street Fighter 4, full screen Ultra versus Punko for no apparent reason.
Look, last episode, Mommy had a bunch of execution errors as well. So
negative edge walk forwards. Listen, lifeline for Valmaster there, but it was a round he earned the life lead in.
Well, hopefully Rikkeman isn't too deterred by that. He might be angry. Hopefully that anger can be expressed correctly in his gameplay to win this last battle here.
Ooh,
but
seems to duck the jump in there. Clever play there from Rikkeman.
Jab into Soul Severe, throws out the medium version to get pressure, but good backdash. Brilliant backdash there. Yeah, and I like that.
Nice use of the legs there. In the air, gets an opening, and a round that's been extremely uphill. Oh, tries to reshift, gets punished for it.
Oh, lovely jump back. Yeah, again, he's practiced this. He knows the timings.
That's going to be a combo.
That's the way.
Great round from Valmaster.
Here we go.
Heading towards game point. This is going to be massive if they can get... Oh, almost a jump in. Not quite. No meter. Has to hold this mix up. It's the low again. He doesn't... Oh, he missed.
Gets the back throw there, F word. He's building up. He's got CA. A buffer might be...
Oh, what a bad jump.
Doesn't even need it, mate.
Sorry, bad fireball.
Oh, man. There you go. Back in pole position. This is where he was before.
Man, that V-trigger is such an equalizer, Jammers. That round was going so well for Valmaster. One mix-up that didn't even combo. Still got the mileage to turn it all the way around. And it is, again, game point. Rikkeman's Bonnet looking to make it 10 apiece here versus Team Geo for 0-0 Nation.
Gets a meaty throw there.
Don't forget, these guys are right next to each other on the table. I believe just 10 points between them.
This is why this is a big fixture. And this game is just as important. Every game's important. Like in this spacing here from Valmaster right now, but he tried to surprise.
Just 5 points between these two on the table, I'm checking now.
Okay.
So with that one win, 10 points, 15 points clear right now for Team Geo. Oh,
nice.
What timing!
Good damage there as well, actually.
That's
it.
Bait. Big danger if Chun-Li needs an activation and needs it fast.
Right, he's looking
the range.
He's probably looking to Hazanshu. Yeah, he's probably looking to Hazanshu.
Catches the V-shift, attempt to escape. To the corner we go. Massive opportunity here for Valmaster. Wake up, jump, light kick. Catches the throw attempt. I know what you're looking for, says Rikkeman's Bonnet. And the percentage advantage of wins slightly edging in his favor now as those two are tied for performance so far this season. But more importantly, the 10 points in the bag for 0-0 Nation. They now move back to a 5-point gap away from Team Geo. And with that home advantage, it's going to be the two captains to decide who takes all the beans, Jammers.
Rikkeman's Bonnet almost let that game slip through his finger due to an execution error, but he was able to stay mentally composed, have that mental fortitude to be able to bring himself back into it and close it out nicely. And I like it when these guys are able to read when the opponent needs throws to regain that momentum. But this is what the match preview is looking like right now. Akainu beating Veggie, getting the 10 points for Geo. Rikkeman just beating Valmaster to get 10 points for 0-0 Nation. So now it falls on some of the kings of Europe to gain that last 20 points for their respective teams. Luffy, he's there, he's ready. My theory is he's trying to take advantage of previous results or matches from Phenom being a little bit shaky. We definitely need to check his blood pressure.
And on the flip side, Luffy anchored incredibly well when we last saw him play against an extremely in-form Soundboy. I mean, Soundboy's first game in that first round, in that set was just incredible. And now suddenly Luffy able to keep that momentum and bring it here against Phenom. We're going to see what happens.
Man, Luffy is stressful for anyone, but hopefully he doesn't stress Logan out. So we're going to hand it back to Logan so he can have a chat with the teams right now.
Never stressful, always a pleasure talking to Luffy. He's here ready to go for game 3. You've got 10 points in the bank. You need to get the win, though, if you want to get back up into the top 2 spots. Are we going to see the top 2 spots on the leaderboard controlled by French teams? It's a very strong possibility. They've had very good performances. You've had some very good performances as well. In this anchor role, you're no stranger pressure. But Phenom is a player that obviously there's a lot of history with in terms of, you know, the world stage of Street Fighter V. You've both been traveling for years and years and years at the biggest events. How does this matchup, this matchup go for you?
You said it was Phenom, but I hope they put Dr. Gulag, actually.
I mean, it's possible, but I would not bet all of your money on that. That is a bad bet.
I see. Yeah, so I think, yeah, if I get the chance to play against Phenom, it's going to be a tough match. He actually plays 3 characters.
And so do you, of course.
Yeah, so
2 mains and then Mika.
actually 4, you forgot my Nash.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a very important match. And me against Phenom is always pretty down the wire. So, yeah, let's see how it goes today.
Yeah, you're both very confident players. You love imposing yourself on the match and trying to catch the other player out. Are you going to be going, obviously, with the Mika? What are you expecting to see from their side, if it is Phenom, of course? Because it might be good lag, but we're going to assume it's Phenom. Which character out of his roster do you think will match up well with Mika?
I think he's going to play Luke.
Yeah.
If it's Phenom, of course. Yeah.
Well, let's find out if it's Phenom. Phenom, you know, I'm going to put my money on Phenom. You can put your money on Dr. Goodlag, and we'll see who wins in the end. Who's going to come up? It's a win for me. I think my odds were like 0.0005, so I get like 3 cents maybe for that bet. Yeah. Which character are you going to be locking in with?
Luke.
Obviously, you know, this is a big one for you guys. You need to push towards the top seeds, but you're not completely safe from Reason chasing, so you probably need to push for this win as well. It's a big one for you guys to really get that kind of that safety space as we approach the playoffs. Do you feel much pressure going into this match?
Not really. I actually look forward to this because I haven't played Luffy offline since 2019.
Wow.
It's been 3 years and I've missed him a little bit to play in tournaments because we've mostly been teammates in the last 2 years. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I think either way.
It's always fun. It's fun talking to both of you as well, because it's hard for me to decide who's the biggest troll out of either of you two. You're both experts at that, but also both experts at the game. Please, can you get set up as we play this deciding Game 3? 20 points on the line, and they are going to be a vital 20 points. An absolutely vital 20 points as we look at the leaderboard going into this round. Wow, it's very, very tight at the moment, and this 20 points could really make or break. As I said, Reason breathing down the necks of 0-0 Nation. Team GO want to get into those top 2 spots again. It's all to play for now here in these final weeks of Street Fighter League, but it's Game 3 time, and I'm going to throw it over to F-Word and Jammers. We have got Luffy with the Mika, and we have got Phenom with the Luke. Let's throw it over to F-Word and to Jammers.
Logan making some really important points there. It's an extremely important game. Not only I've been looking at above 0-0 Nation and Team Geo and Mouse, but let's not forget, Reason are really putting the pressure on. They're just 25 points away from 0-0 Nation. That 20 points they got in that last match was absolutely crucial, so they're still very much in this. And any mistakes here from 0-0 Nation or Team Geo, who are only 30 points away from Reason, from that non-qualification spot, this is a vital match. I mean, this next 20 points is absolutely ginormous. Let's not forget, despite winning the first game of this, they're now on 160 points. They're still 5 points away from Mouse. So Mouse is still in second as it stands. 0-0 Nation, they've won 10 points. They're now on 155. They're 10 points away from Mouse. So there's loads of implications both above and below. The only thing we can be sure of is that BMS are miles away and they're going to take a miracle to catch. But in terms of being in control, another thing to consider, Jammers.
Talk to me.
These 3 teams are all playing each other. Mouse, Geo, and 0-0 Nation.
Yes.
So it's all in their hands right now. But this is a game that one of these two needs to win, because after this, one of these guys is going to be relying on another result in order to get the victory they need.
Well, hopefully, the 2 players at hand for this next game are going to drown out all the other possibilities and focus on the now in this battle.
Okay.
Back, hard kick
what an
as the
anti-air.
anti-air. Okay.
Such a great button.
That was well spaced. That's got like 3 or 4 active frames, so that's
I mean,
actually pretty well.
Great timing on that. Released the mic at the wrong time, did Luffy.
Gets the throw. Meaty hard kick. Playing it safe at the moment. No activation yet from Luffy. He needs to get some ground or maybe a hit first before he uses Nadeshiko. There you go, back to the mid-screen. So again, this could be a grand final right here.
Nice confirm.
Whoa.
Where are you going? Thought it was going to be a sandblast. It wasn't. It was just a straight up wait for you to jump and a very, very strong first round there from Phenom.
Yeah,
but we saw very similar from Soundboy. I mean, he looked really good in that first game, even though it was close.
Yeah, I mean, he got a conversion from an anti-air previous round, then he got a fat jump in. Oh dear.
I was going to say, if there's one thing Luffy's good at, it's adapting. But with execution errors like that, he won't be giving himself any time or chance to adapt.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that crouch jab didn't work. Oh, that looked like a meaty towards medium. I guess it wasn't. Or he overextend with a different button?
Probably, yeah. Couldn't whip punish that standing hard punch, that whip there. That's a button you have to learn to whip punish from Luke's arsenal.
Oh, stood up just at the wrong time. Nice confirmed from Phenom. Throw well tech. Knew he was going to try and activate.
Double back medium. Backs away.
Activation there. It's two hands. It's the drop kick. Oh, beautiful cross cut. Wow!
I don't see why not.
Wants to get the party started.
I don't see why not. And his health's just going to be below the stun bar. And what is Phenom going to do? Back dash.
Just waited. We've seen the wake up reversals from Phenom enough times.
Well, he's still got the Rock Smasher available to him, but he's getting a clean hit. And Leafy can block this out for a little while. There you go. There's one. He needs that hit.
Goes in for the kill. Oh, drop kick. That doesn't work. And he resets it.
Hold on a minute. Jumps out.
Where are you going, says Luffy. Don't you dare. And there you have it. The wake up CA bringing him back into this first battle. And he gets his first round of the game so far.
Fantastic stuff there from Luffy. Keep it composed. And the back beating punch to counter the drop kick. Confirm. Yeah. This is it. Yeah.
It's every time. He's really struggling still with that. He's so good at mixing up his approach, Luffy. He loves getting in his opponent's heads with that.
These guys are going to be exchanging crush counters very soon if this keeps up. I think Luffy's still learning the ranges of Luke, how Mika can really optimize it, because I feel it's difficult for her to get in. She can't really EXP through Sand Blasters unless at a particular range. Probably the medium version, but... All right.
Just takes the guarantee.
Here we go. He's going to play from here.
Yeah, he's got the corner now if he can push him back, but history shows that it's actually Mika that loses a lot of ground in this matchup. For example, that crouch medium and hit confirmed, goes for the V-break. Didn't block.
He's looking for an opportune moment to jump to try and avoid that V-trigger one-shot, but that's not easy. All right, Phenom's no longer got it.
Fake drop kick, tries to make something out. Again, he catches him low. The range is so deceptive. Oh, he had it. He's left him alive.
Trigger. Blocks it out.
Yeah, that's true blocked on.
Yeah.
Oh, nice choice. He was looking for that. Luffy was hoping to catch some kind of attempt. He threw the really early, maybe could have crush countered that jab, but Phenom very quick with that one. He was ready for the drop kick. Stuck out that jab before Luffy could even make any variation with that charge drop kick. And he gets himself the first battle.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's all been said before and proven as well. Luke is a better version of Karen, and Karen's actually one of Mika's hardest matchups, at least in previous years anyway. I'm not sure what it is like in the final update of this game, but you could tell.
Listen, man, that crouch medium kick is just, good lord.
Oh, it's not even just a crouch medium kick. It's just a general back hard kick, you know, stand medium punch. It's just difficult to play at that range, especially what Luke wants to play. And then
he's just got so much mileage out of just catching him at the very last tip.
It's forced to change. Yeah, he switched.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
I could see that coming. Just that he just couldn't get in, and he couldn't compete with a lot of the stuff there. So I can understand this Rose pick. And there has been word on the street is Rose does give Luke a couple of problems.
Oh, really?
Not a 100% winnable matchup.
I mean, I've seen the matches played, and it's looked. I mean, Luke's doing his thing, right? But yeah, I need to study it more to understand why it could be uphill for Luke, or at least even for Luke is uphill, right?
Well, there you go. But here's the thing: is like, you know, Soul Spark can give him a bit of trouble because he doesn't really have an anti-projectile tool. But the thing is, Rose's Soul Spark's got a huge hurt box around her hand, so he can actually do his uppercut from further away than normal and still clip her. The EX tackle for the armor, you don't really use that answer. You might see Phenom use it here, but it's all going to be about the normals in this matchup. You probably need better normals to contest.
Well, you're definitely going to need to anti if you want to stand a chance. And I'd like to see you confirming Stand Fierce into Spiral.
They're just blocking it out at the moment. There's a Soul Spark, nice and close. He's got to be careful though, because that heavy uppercut could come shortly. And he's picked Soul Fortune, V-Skill 1. The 4 cards he can rotate through.
Oh, that works out. Just got away with that V-skill. Good jump in. Too predictable with the patterns. Drops, but gets the reset anyway. Sweep activation.
Good tech there from Luffy. That's going to be
Oh wow,
stunned,
this
not
round
quite.
just ran away from Luffy. What a turnaround. One jump in. One jump in.
Oh, he didn't get the
wow,
second charge for the medium flash knuckle. But he gets the throw bait regardless. Putting on one more round on the board here in this battle too.
V-skill one, V-trigger one from Luffy. I mean, I see the game plan. It looks like a pretty decent one, but relies on some level of perfection. As that Fierce doesn't confirm it to Spiral again, just commits to the fireball. I mean, Luke can't do anything to that, right?
He can get through it.
DP from that far away, you mentioned.
It's extended hurt box on her hands. It's huge.
Yeah, so he needs to be confirming that stand Fierce. If Venom adapts, that could be troublesome. Nice Spiral.
He probably might be able to do EX DP as well.
Yeah, he's ready for the jump this time. That's where he lost the round last time. Oh, wow, he got into tech. To the corner we go. He's got to guess right here.
Yeah, he's going to wake up throw. He's going to keep teching.
And it was a back throw too. Genius from Luffy with a choice there of direction. He's got the whole screen to work with. Not giving up ground. Look at him standing his ground here. Not throwing fireballs while that V-triggers out.
Oh, he could have
no,
activated. He literally could have activated an anti-air with the scarf. This is big here for Phenom. Throw.
Well, he's done it again, hasn't he? He's put himself in a great position here to close this out. Tried to activate too far. Just activates Raw. Gets himself out of the corner. Has one more projectile teleport.
I think he should just say here, yeah, Phenom's got no bar, but he needs to be very careful. Conversion.
Oh no, he tried to tick throw, but the jab check into the target combo from Phenom. He called it out. Wasn't close enough for a true tick throw. Had to walk slightly forward. And annoyingly good on defense was Phenom, and even more so good on offense. Just wouldn't let Luffy get any kind of closeout in any kind of round. Both those rounds looked very good for Luffy, but the margin for error is extremely thin.
Yeah, man. It's like, look, Phenom's frighteningly monstrous damage with Luke can play a big part, but it's the way he's handling all these exchanges.
Nice, he's confirmed that one now.
It's really helping him out here. All right, walk on the low. Good whiff punish. And I like they stuck with Rose here, Luffy.
Oh, no confirm this time, though.
Yeah, he's still learning it.
So difficult when you're switching between characters, isn't it, Jammers?
Yeah.
Pluser did pluser.
Plus, yeah, throw again. Don't soul spiral. It would have worked,
Yeah,
but I probably wouldn't have done it. Throw again, not looking
What
good.
a round from Phenom. What a round. I mean, he's been playing catch-up every round against Rose until that point when he just put it on her. And now he is match point up here. And Luffy's got to work a miracle for his team.
Just can't get started. Cannot get started. To mix things up with the cards as well.
Oh, that wasn't a safe spiral. Well punished.
Backing away into the corner here. He's trying to get some pushback on the Soul Sparks. So I believe they do have slightly better pushback on block now. I think that's one of the changes
Nice spacing from Phenom. With punishes the one spiral. Beautiful offensive view reversal in the corner. Luffy's in big trouble.
Move activate. Trying to get a shimmy there, but
no
Phenom
confirm.
is attacking.
That worked out. Still in the corner though. Tried to throw him backwards. Doesn't happen. No confirm on the target combo there from Phenom.
Ooh.
Nice escape. Punish. Yes, he does. Doesn't want to CA.
Yeah, not quite yet.
Oh, I wonder if he should have spent the meter and went back to the zoning game. Nice anti-air. Throw. Can Luffy get himself around?
Puts it out. Yep, nullified the
2
Soul
meters
Spark
spent
here.
though. Gets hit by that one.
Hold on. Clean hit needs to come.
Oh, ready for that forward dash with speed. I'm so ready. Beautiful punish.
Too far to get a conversion. There's Soul Punish. He can't put out another Soul Punish. He has to be careful.
Oh, Phenom's in his face. Plus, a nice view reversal.
Can he get a jab or something here? No!
Oh my goodness, the recovery on that. Horrendous. I mean, he threw like one the entire set. And unfortunately for Luffy, Mr. Phenom has done it again over Team Geo. If you're at a distance and you are Mouse, you're quite happy with that. It's a 20-20 situation, only a 20-25 possible now. We are forced to go into a tie-break scenario. Jammers.
Yeah, you know what? Unfortunate there for Luffy and Team Geo. Try to go for the Rose pick. Things were looking better. It's just that I feel he hasn't got quite enough experience with the character. Yeah, it is a guaranteed win for 0-0 Nation. 30-10 there.
Oh, my bad. My mistake. Yeah.
It
Oh,
is
it's
a
over.
30-10.
It's over.
Yeah,
Good
it's
Lord.
over.
Sorry, it's the way they stayed sitting down. I thought it was maybe... That's fantastic for 0-0 Nation. So they got 30-10. Yeah. That puts them on 180. They move into second place. No, 175. And, of course, Team Geo only taking 10 points from that. That's
Which is why this is why I was saying it's unfortunate for Luffy and them because, again, he started with Mika, couldn't get in. The Rose pick was looking better, but I feel he just hasn't had enough experience with the character.
I actually see some of the areas you're talking about in terms of where it can be quite tricky for Luke. He has to kind of earn his way in. But man, when he's in, he's in. And also the reward he gets when he's in. If he jumps just one of those fireballs.
Yeah, I mean, like, and his tick throw game is good, and his post throw game is good. So EX Soul Spiral, half the
And
time.
Rose doesn't really have the defense to deal with that, man. She's got to make hard reads the whole way through, and
it's unfortunate, but yeah, once again, the lineup that 00 Nation put forward, it's worked out. The Janitor Phenom cleaning up, collecting the points.
well, they've done the double over Team Geo now, haven't they? And even better this time around than the first time around. This time 30-10, last time was 20-25. So well done to 00 Nation. I believe we have the victor, the talisman of 00 Nation on stage now with Logan. Logan, talk to me.
Back to winning ways. Phenom, a very impressive performance for you, and even more impressive was the actual in-game performance. Very, very solid, forcing Luffy to change, but it didn't really change his fortunes as you gave him the business there with that Luke looking very strong again. And that's got to be very, reassuring for you going into these last few weeks where you're pushing for those points, that you're able to close out that convincingly in that anchor spot, right?
Yeah, it was pretty I was a bit worried at first because playing against Luffy's Mika is very hard once he gets his momentum going. So I tried to do everything I can in the first game to really just set the tone of the match, not let him do his crazy reads and all that, and make him uncomfortable like that. So that's maybe why he tried to switch to Rose to win more of the zoning footsie battle. But I think maybe he has to practice that matchup a bit more because he doesn't main Rose, so he mains Mika.
A couple of technical, you could see it wasn't as proficient as the Mika.
Yeah.
I was very impressed though with how you opened up that Mika match there. The first battle, you really controlled Luffy's attempts to approach you. It's like every read that he made, you had the read on that. You know, he was looking for the Sand Blaster. You didn't throw it, rid of the anti-air. Looking for the dash, looking for the drop kick. Wasn't really able to get in on you as he has been on so many other people. Was it just your day today, or do you have a good read on his timing, do you think?
Probably a mix of both. I mean, we both have a good read on each other, but it comes also like to the day who has like the upper hand in a sense. But I can say that the one round he made a comeback from like nothing. He had no life. And that's the thing when you're playing against Luffy, that can happen more than once. It can happen a lot. And this is why it's so scary to play against him, because it's very good once like he needs to come back with Mika. So it was not very fun. But it's not a fun play to play against Mika, but it's fun to play against him because, you know, we play each other for so long.
It's very stressful during.
Yeah, during.
Yeah,
but it's... I like playing against him as a person because we play for so long, and it's... I don't know, it feels like you're playing a friend. It's okay. It's not that stressful, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
That win has actually, let me check the numbers, that win's pushed you all the way up into the second place on the leaderboard after 5 matches played. So that's got to be a good look for you. You've pulled in at 30 points to take you up to 175. So you're still 40 points behind BMS, who are way in the lead. As it goes now, it looks like you're definitely going to make the playoffs. We're looking at BMS as the #1 seed, and everyone's got to be looking towards them. Do you think anyone is capable of beating BMS?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, they've been playing the best this whole tournament, but there's been matches where it's been very close for them, even the ones that they won 4-0 even has been kind of close, or 3-1. So I think they are definitely the favorite, but they can also be beaten. So yeah, we'll see.
Obviously, you have to believe that going into it. We can't,
I mean,
we're not playing for second place here. We're playing for the victory.
It's not belief. It's just reality.
Yeah.
Everyone can be beaten.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the exciting thing about Street Fighter, I guess, right? Yeah. The rest of your team.
Yeah.
Today it was a good performance from your team, but do you need your third and fourth players to step up maybe and chip in with the points? Do you feel like,
for
Veggie
or general
and Goodlag?
points?
No, as in the Veggie and Goodlag.
I actually I think as long as everyone plays their best, there's nothing more you can ask for.
Yeah.
Win or lose. So just everyone has to do their best, and then if we make it, we make it. If not, if not, then yeah, you can't control anything more than what you put out. So yeah, that's it. It's very simple.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
Yeah.
for simplifying for us all here. The strategy seems to be working anyway. As I said, you're in second place. You can return back to your team. Thank you so much for speaking to me. Slap that down there on the table. All right, then. That is the first match wrapped up, and it is a vital 30 points going to 0-0 Nation. Team Geo still pick up 10, and they are still in third place on the leaderboard, so certainly benefits for them to maintain this playoff berth that we're all looking at as we progress to the final weeks here. We've got one more game coming up, and this one is very, very important because we did mention that Reason are hot on the heels of that fourth playoff spot. They need a big win. But Wild Blast are playing with no pressure at all. They're out of the running for the playoffs. It's going to be a very dangerous match. We're going to see that after this short break here on Street Fighter League Pro Europe. We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back. It is Street Fighter League Europe. And it is time for match number 2. We saw a big result for 0-0 Nation, putting 30 points on the board and pushing them back up to second place in the leaderboards. And now it is time for a very important game for Reason Gaming. Only 10 points for Team Geo sees them sitting at 160. Reason currently on 120, so a big win for them here will keep them right in that playoff hunt. They're going up against Wild Blast, who unfortunately are now out of the playoff picture, but there is no pressure on them at all, and you know exactly what happens when players are free of the shackles of expectation. You never know what levels of play they'll unlock. So, without any further ado, let's get our teams into the arena for this match number 2. On the away side, let us welcome Team Wild Blast. Vega Patch takes the lead with Momi, Jimmy, and Takamura as they take their place at the away end in this return match, which we saw in week 5. And Reason took the win at 30-10. Only Momi able to put points on the board for Wild Blast. As I said, it's a big one for Reason. They want to stay in touching distance of Team Geo and that vital 4th place on the leaderboard as we approach the playoff stage of Street Fighter League Pro Europe. We'll see exactly how that goes right now as we welcome into the arena Reason Gaming. MQS, Soundboy, Shivs, and One Step Layered in the home end. And as I said, they are fighting for this 4th playoff spot, keeping it tight. That's right, MQS, get the badge in. Put that captain's armband back on. Here we are, match 2. And it is Wild Blast in the away end. Reason Gaming now on the home side. The first time we saw these two play was week 5. It was 30 points to 10 for Reason. They want at least that points again, but Wild Blast will certainly have something to say about it. Let's find out what the Wild Blast put forward order is for our 3 games. Let's head it over to F-Word and Jammers for that reveal.
Right, my pending question is, our lovable best in Germany, MDZ Jimmy, is he going to play? Because as Logan alluded to before, they got nothing to lose now.
How many home games have they got left?
Probably 1. 2?
They got 2 home games after this one. So
yeah.
If MDZ Jimmy's, I hope he plays at home. He's going to play away from home again. Okay. Well, is this a team that can hard counter him?
Yes. Manat is there.
Manat is
Shivs,
there. Shivs,
Cody, Soundboy.
Man.
MQS if he felt like it.
Well, look, they got nothing to lose. They want to try and get some pride. One team playing for pride here is going to be MDC Jimmy as the Ryu, Takamura as the Ken in second place, sticking to that Ken, of course, as he said, and Momi playing anchor again in the 3rd match, the match for the Order Beans. So, look, this is a match with huge implications for pride for Wild Blast, Team Wild Blast, but even huger implications for opportunity for Reason. Because, look, the bad news is the one team they still can play, which is 0-0 Nation, they're going to play them, I think, last match of the season, actually won that last game. They would have maybe it would have been better if 0-0 Nation lost that, because then at least they can. It's hard to do, but it's in their hands. If they can beat Phenom somehow, they may be able to eclipse that team. But right now, it's Team Geo they need to catch up with. They're 40 points away, so vital 40 points captured from Team. I love this part of the season, by the way. Everything means something at this part. So 40 points away. If they can get themselves what they need, a clean sweep against Team Wild Blast, which is many teams have done this season, then they can actually equal their place with Team Geo and catapult into near the top of the league.
Interesting insight there from F-Word, but we've got to hand it over to Logan so he can talk to MDZ Jimmy and see who he's going to be fighting in his game.
Thanks, Jammers. I love this part of the season as well because it's the part of the season where we get to see F-Word do live mental arithmetic on air, and that is always entertaining for everybody. You got it right this time. Absolutely. This time. for now. Jimmy, you've been put forward first. Like, that is a tough one for you. It seems like when you do get to play, they're generally tough positions. Ryu is a character that it is very easy to counter, and in that first spot, obviously you're open to the full squad. How are you handling that pressure?
I think I'm fine, especially now that there's not so much on the line in terms of going to the playoffs. The other team is more under pressure actually to perform against us, so I see that as an advantage, and I think we can do well. And I do believe that you mentioned Ryu has a lot of tough matchups that they can counterpick, but I think most players don't have a lot of experience against good Ryus, so I think I can surprise a lot of players even in the bad matchups.
We'll see which characters it is that are put forward for you now. MQS has the book of secrets open. Don't hold that too low. Keep that close to your chest, sir, because you don't want to be giving up any of those secrets. Who's coming forward? He has beckoned. One step layered. I like that. We're gonna make a thing of that as well. The MQS finger. The MQS finger. It always was. One step layered. Which character are you going to be going for?
Karen.
Excellent, as expected. Karen against Ryu. You've got a lot of characters that do pretty well. Obviously, Shivs has Manat. The Cody matchup is pretty favorable as well. Why have we gone for you here in this position?
I need a win, man.
So this is just for your momentum?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And you think the time for you to get a win is a Jimmy who's playing free of constraint with no pressure?
Yes.
Yeah? I need to come back. Come back over here. Jimmy, come back. He said that you're a confidence win. Are you going to have that?
No, I think Karen actually has trouble against Ryu, so that's not one of the bad matchups, so I think I'm good.
All right, it's time to show him how good you are. I know you're good as well. You're kind of good too. Let's sit down. One step layered with the Karen. Thinks that this is easy pickings. Jimmy is going to let him know that is not the case. It's Wild Blast Jimmy with Ryu. It's Reason Gaming. One step layered with Karen. Let me throw it over to F-Word and Jammers. Game one, let's go.
Do you know what? I'm not sure if it's in our contract. I've got to bet somebody.
Can I get some more palms for my face?
My man said, Jimmy, you are my confidence win. Is that not a wet fish in the face? Did I not slap a wet fish in your face?
No, but seriously, no, guys, look, I know I'm not a player these days, but I'd be taking control of some of these teams because some of these decisions, like if he gets to win, he gets to win, but this is not the right decision. It's not because one step later isn't good enough. It's because you have a hard counter in Shivs just sitting there with the Manat.
And Soundboy.
And you don't need, I mean, Soundboy, save Soundboy for Mommy. I get why you wouldn't put Soundboy here. Mommy's playing anchor. But you have a hard counter. You need 40 points here, really. If you want to have any chance at catching Team Geo, you kind of need 40 points. I mean, all right, MQS doesn't agree. He's got a plan. But what we heard there was, I want to play because I need a win. That is not a decision that should be made as a team. It sounds like a crazy decision, but if it works, it works. We'll see. I mean, I expect One Step Layers to win against Jimmy. With respect to Jimmy, if they play the first 10, I'd actually be rooting for One Step Layer. But I'd still go for the easy win. I'd go for the Manat.
I must be buck wilding at this point, but listen, Logan called it an Unchained Jimmy.
Even MQS. I don't think Ryu's like the Fang matchup.
No. I think Jimmy doesn't mind it. I legit think Jimmy doesn't mind certain bad matchups. Do not tell me you're sitting on that character. You do not have a road. I will tell you you don't have a road.
We've watched this stream.
There you go.
The guy subs
Ibuki.
I mean, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't say it.
No, he has got a bit of an Ibuki, but compared to his Ryu?
You know, I'm part of the reason why he wanted to pick up Ibuki.
Yeah, and you're also part of the reason why Luffy mains Colleen, I guess, as well.
Fantastic, yeah. That's great, yeah. I play a big part in this EU scene, you know. But anyway, right. These guys
So you're basically telling us you've been whooping his Ryu's butt with that, and you feel big.
Ask Jimmy the score.
You feel like a big boy picking
Jimmy
your brain-dead character.
I got my confidence win once it laid these hits. Anyway, Jimmy actually might smoke him, you know. Might smoke him.
Once it lays, he's got to stay composed and do his thing here. But Jimmy's very capable. And like you said, he doesn't mind the carry matchup.
And the thing is, remember, he's been
letting him down.
He's been messed up the confirm, so Jimmy will get him. Pressure being applied, no reversal yet, so he might have to be reversal shortly.
Not bad five, but great jump in there from One Step Layered. misses his shoulder though. This time he does confirm.
There we go. There's a forward throw.
Great little sequence there.
Low,
Wow,
hit.
okay, doesn't get a confirm, but it works out. Maybe he did the command dash on purpose.
Is
This
he
is a
gonna
great
firm it?
round here. Oh my days.
Sweep activate, here it comes.
It's counter hit as well.
Oh, he's hit BT2. No good choice, no good choice, good choice. BT2. Yeah, no good choice.
This
I love
hurts so much.
Don't jump now.
Oh.
Watch out for the parry as well. Don't, yeah, he can't cancel. He actually cannot cancel. I like the waiting. Good patience there. He needs to build the meter for EX Fireball, but he needs to watch out for EX Tenko as well.
Yeah, can't just throw fireballs. He's looking for it. Oh, nice standing short. Catches are walking forward. Could have done a really cheeky walk forward block there. Wasn't able to. And Jimmy takes the first round.
And I'll tell you, one of the weaknesses about Jimmy's gameplay, it's actually a spacing thing. You can walk into Jimmy's buffers and make him do the wrong thing, but a lot of people, you need experience fighting Jimmy to do that. Good delay.
Yeah, you also need lots of characters. But anyway. Oh, palm after palm after palm.
I know what Ibuki did in Season 2.
You guys keep on bringing up Season... You know what? It's not about us. It's not about us, Jim Jam.
All right, against the V shift there, goes back to neutral. Jimmy
He can't
looking
get
good.
his confirmed, man. He keeps on going into the cancel on block. And Jimmy's ready to punish every time. It is a phenomenal start from MDZ Jimmy. And he gets the first battle of this first game for his team. And you see the team pumped behind him. It's the first time I've seen more than one smile on Team Wild Blast's face. I can see Vega Patch just giving him some words of encouragement there after that first win. And you can tell, like, the person here that's playing free of pressure, as Logan mentioned, is definitely Jimmy right now, looking good.
Now, here's the thing. There's some things you should never say in an interview unless you are 100%, 110% guaranteed it's going to happen. Once that Lane said he needed a win, it's still a possibility against the buffer.
Showing him how the confirms are done. I'll tell you now, I play one step late or not. He does not miss those confirms often. Oh, definitely feeling the pressure.
Trade.
It should be easier offline though, Jammers.
Well,
on PC. We're on PC here as well.
But for some people, it might not be the case. It's a counter hit.
Better start to the round here.
Sweep activate. Where is it?
Oh, he missed his confirm again. Button there from one step left. Great choice.
Watch out. Good defense there from Jimmy. Can he take another grab?
It's a great round from one step led. Despite a couple of errors, he should be able to close this out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
So that's what you want to do. That's literally what you want to do against Jimmy. Walk in a range where
you can't confirm that, right?
Yeah.
If you confirm it, it doesn't actually combo. You have to cancel immediately for that to link.
Because some of the stuff Jimmy does is buffers. It's just a spacing thing, a specific player thing that you need to learn when fighting him.
Jam is just exposing Jimmy's flaws here.
Well,
ooh, there's a buffer, for example.
Good damage.
Nice readiness.
And the backdash into the EX Tenko as well.
The
Also
blocks.
security. Again, those backdashes, can't throw that fire.
I love that walk forward. I'm seeing the confidence grow here from one step layers.
Right. Let's see if Jimmy can get like a big jump or maybe.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's that nerf coming into play again, but checks him trying to approach. One step there looking good here. Trying to get himself a battle back. Little delay in that walk forward throw.
V-shift out of there. Jimmy needs some sort of activation.
Ooh.
That was a whiff sweep again. No punish.
Didn't get a counter hit. Could have gone light kick there.
Dude, if he gets a jump, she might be dead.
Again, a counter hit, not converted. Oh, that's going to hurt big time. Oh, to the corner you go.
Wait. He's going to build super. One step
he
later.
gets it. One step led just turned into a passenger seat.
Can he do it? He didn't get a win the last two times he was on Street Fighter League Europe. He may be able to get the chance here, but no cancel for the Sandfish for one step later.
Can't count how many drops he's had, and he drops another combo. This time he gets to confirm. This time he will. Okay, gets another chance.
Throw. Can he throw again?
Great start to this round, despite some drops there from one step led.
Jump over him. You should have jumped over him. You should have jumped over him.
Wake up, back throw works out. Dashing back throw again. One step led, running away with this now.
Go fireball now.
Jimmy's needs a comeback. Oh, there it is. One step left. Oh, what is going on?
He might have done it too high, and he was mashing the V trigger to parry there, Jimmy. That was close. That was extremely close. Yep, huge sigh of relief there for one step later. What a piece between these two. It's just the
Works from
battle of...
Takamura this time to Jimmy. Loving the team contribution here. They're looking different to the way they've looked the last few weeks, I must say.
Now, this is the thing. It's battle of the spacing against Jimmy for the hit confirms for one step later. I think, I think they're fighting themselves more than each other.
Well, if you're going by actual openings, this may have been over already if One Step Led was confirming.
Yeah.
The way he usually does. He's got a lot of straight hits and not converted.
Ooh, okay, he's got to be careful that crouching meaty kick, Jimmy, but he confirms it once again. Gets that back throw, and he's got to keep him here. EX5 ball's coming shortly.
There's the jump. Jump jab, not DP. Oh, wow, Rago EXDP.
I respect it. He wants to keep him there.
Misspaced this walk forward heavy.
Right, just backs off again. Gonna let him cancel. Back throw, here comes.
That one looks intentional, that
Yeah.
cancel. Oh, gets hit, that should be it.
Woo! Telling you. Low vitality, and this guy hits like a tank.
It's like an absolute truck, Jammers. It is game point. Jimmy looking to get his first. Oh, nice whip punish.
The whip punish into the
To the
back
corner you go.
again. He's gonna low forward again. He's looking for the low forward.
Nice trade.
Just waiting it out here. Gets grabbed again. Jimmy takes a lot of throws. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, no confirmed there. But he's got him cornered. Can get away with it.
He's gonna do a sweep.
Oh, bad
clean.
vision. Too far, Jimmy. Didn't identify the space gap. Should have kept the combo simple. And now One Step Led can run away with this. Wake up buttons.
Good stuff there.
Nice
from
V
Jimmy.
reversal. I love the decision. Oh my goodness, delayed DP into the V trigger.
Like so,
oh, that's gonna be it. Jimmy gets his first points of the season. It only took 3 months. It only took 3 games away from home. And there you have it. One Step Led played well, but it wasn't enough. Jimmy getting those vital 10 points and a huge blow to Reason's chances of qualifying, because I do believe a 40-0 not absolutely needed, but gave them the best shot of trying to leapfrog Team Geo and get a qualification spot here, Jammers.
Imagine, let us go back 4, 5, heck, maybe 6 episodes. Imagine they just put him on. Imagine they just put him on. First game, give it a try. Let's see what happens. What did he say? I might surprise you. Sprinkle a little bit of that Jimmy magic. And it's here. He earns
dude,
10 points for the team.
If it was Daigo doing that delayed DP in the corner into the V-skill, the world would be going nuts about that. That was
listen,
that would rattle anyone's mind.
No, hang on, because everybody's been doing, most of the players here have been doing delayed EX reversals.
Dude, that was not a delayed EX reversal. They were in neutral, Jammers. And he waited. Sure you can. Ah! Dude, that was disgusting. All right, so the first game, you can't help but feel good for Team Wild. They're now in a position to try and do some magic. Takamura coming up with Ken. Who do Team Reason throw on for this match here? I mean, they obviously had a plan there. The reason they put One Step Layered on, because they wanted to save shivs for someone else. Is this the player they wanted to save shivs for? Or is it going to be
I can see it happening. If they want to do a last-minute swap, heck, I might even put Soundboy there.
I mean, they've got to have Soundboy for Mommy, surely.
They could do, but then again, listen, everyone has a plan to get punched in the mouth, so they might have to... And listen...
I mean, they weren't there. That loss might have thrown them off a little.
Team Reason have been doing a lot of last-minute changes. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another last-minute change here. But anyway, listen, we can start complaining and do whatever amongst us. We're going to hand it back over to Logan Summer and find out who's going to be facing Takamura in this next game.
Listen, forget the Ume Shoryu. That is old news. The Jimmy Shoryu is here to stay for Wild Blast. They open up with the first 10 points in game 1. I'm here with Takamura. You're back with the Ken as well. We love to see it. You're just, you're free of all the pressure. Jimmy's setting the pace. You're going to be running this Ken. What's your approach to this now?
Like I say before, just taking experience with Ken. So just have fun. And also, I think we have every time a good match against Shiv. So I think I play against Shiv, so this will be a good match.
I mean, Ken is such a fun character to play now. He's had a couple of improvements. You're back as a character that you started with. Akuma, very serious, not a lot of room for error, low health. Ken, a lot more opportunity.
Yeah, much better, of course. Yeah, more health, more easier to confirm. A lot more. Yeah.
Obviously, no Raging Demon, but we don't mind. It's all good. Hopefully, it'll be all good for Wild Blast here. But Reason, they need the points. They need to put points on the board. And I think we know who they're going to send forward. There he is. Shivs has been beckoned by the MQS finger. And I think we know who you're going to be playing as well.
Yep, back to Manat.
Back on the Manat train. You got to take that matchup, sir.
Yeah, they put the chains on me again.
And you got to play an unchained Takamura. How do you feel about that?
You know how much I respect Takamura. I think he's one of the best players we have in Europe. Definitely love playing him. I'm looking forward to the opportunity of playing. I know it's very losable both ways. So just gonna go and play my game.
Absolutely. This matchup used to be torrid for Ken a couple of seasons ago, but Manat certainly not the force that she was, and Ken has gradually crept back up again. Like, how close is it now, do you think?
I still think Manat wins. I play it a lot with Jones. You know, Jones is my training partner over in the UK. Fantastic player, and he still hates the matchup. But I do think it's gotten a lot easier for Ken over the years. She still does win, though.
All right, let's see if that plays out. If you want to get set up here, it is going to be Takamura and Shivs. Takamura with the Ken pick, and it's going to be Shivs back on the Manat trail. Game 2 between Wild Blast and Reason. Let's throw it back over to F-Word and Jammers on the desk.
No, what you're saying, you're contradicting yourself, Jammers, because what you're saying is, you know what, let's have this argument on air. This guy's telling me that MDC Jimmy should have been playing from the start of the season and they'd be in a totally different... Listen, he won that game. Fantastic play from him to win that game, but Team Reason did him a favor by not...
Look at the smile on their faces.
But why? But Team Reason, why is anyone else going to make such a silly decision and not just hard counter Ryu?
Anyway.
You know what? We'll discuss this off air.
I am just saying, Jimmy collected 10 points.
Yes, he did, and well done. Yeah, can't deny that.
You can't argue with that.
I'm not arguing with that. I'm just saying Team Reason contributed towards that in some small way.
I'm not disrespecting the other team, because One Step Later is a very formidable opponent, but I'm saying Jimmy might have been the confidence booster they needed 4 episodes ago.
Yeah,
it might have been.
Yeah, that's not untrue. I just think Jimmy would have been playing unfavorable matchups if he's starting at home, away from home, which is what the other players did. They counted him when they played him, you know?
Yes, I get that. But Jimmy, again, I can only quote what he said. I might surprise you. And he did.
Your argument to play Jimmy is actually, I agree with it. But I think at home would have made more sense. This is an anomaly. This is a Team Reason overthinking.
We're commentators, we're not team captains, so...
let's just agree to disagree, Jim Jam. Yeah?
I'll take it, you know.
It's all good. I see where you're coming from, though. Jimmy, I mean, look at the smile on even Takamura, who's been very bland-faced. The smile on Takamura's face off the back of that result. Someone like that can play freely. Usually has his brother there with him to help him alongside, and you can see the comfort when he's there with him. Hasn't had that, unfortunately, due to that unfortunate loss. Rest in peace, my good friend. But he's here anyway. He's not been as active, and things like that can raise the spirits of a guy like Takamura. And Vegapat's smiling as well. I mean, we're yet to see us. I did see a tiny smirk from Mommy, actually, when the win came. I did see a tiny smirk.
I'm just looking at just human nature in general from certain things. If you're working in a team and someone does something positive and you can achieve something from it, it is contagious energy. It permeates throughout everybody. It works out. Anyway, it is going to be Shiv stepping on board. Now, Shivs did say in the interview he does play Jones Arcade. Shout outs to Jones. It works out a lot. Takamura, the only 2 people he can fight in Europe are Shivs and Rikaman's partner, and I don't know his track record against Manat in general. So,
look, I didn't like the pre-match interview, to be honest. It just screamed information that I suspected was true and was going to make this very uphill for Takamura. Now, I don't want to make any predictions because he is Takamura at the end of the day, but the knowledge that Shivs must have in this matchup, playing against a Ken as experienced and as good as Jones, must just be an abundance that I doubt Takamura can learn in such a short space of time. But he is Takamura.
Yes, he is, and he always comes out with something new. And the thing is, he's not with Akuma, so there's no specialist tricks. It's got to be raw firepower, no pun intended. Gets the anti-air. There's a shimmy.
Yeah, if there's one time you shouldn't even bother taking the throws when the orb is behind you. It's the only time it does decent damage without V-trigger.
All right, pressure being applied there. Will not be a reversal. He's going to fight his way out of the corner here, Shivs. Nice. Gets the pickup. Lovely pickup there with the anti-air.
Safe jump. Here comes the activation. Guess the game.
Oh, he's got to hold it, yeah.
Missed the overhead, but he missed it anyway. It doesn't matter. A moment of hesitation there from Takamura.
That's classic because you legit have to just hold that. And he didn't even have to spend the CA to get the round. Big Soul Spark. Double Soul Spark.
Such a cool buff.
It's the only buff she got. They changed the other normals. All right, gets the retraction into a full confirm into Soul Reflect. He's going to jump away there. Pull back the orb.
Yeah, I love that pullback there.
Yeah, sometimes the retraction's actually a clean punish. You get full combo.
Oh, nice. That little gap catches people so many times.
Throw. Yeah, good
Another
stuff.
solid round here. Got to figure out a game plan here that's going to work. Activating does help.
Sizable life lead here for
the range on that fierce DP, don't neutral jump. Says Takamura, but runs into that fierce punch.
CA's here. He'll buffer something into it.
Oh, that hit. Maybe try to do a backdash CA.
The reversal.
Oh, that's a great time to be reversal. The recovery of the fireball made it safe. And he's got the whole screen to work with now. Takamura with a mountain to climb.
Watch out for the jab buffer or the crouch medium.
Stand medium. He's almost chippable now as well. There comes the chip. He's close enough. Why is he standing in chip range? It doesn't matter. The medium's going to connect. I thought he was going to try and bait him, goad him into a jump there to catch a button, but he didn't. Almost a bit too innocent, the playstyle there from Takamura as he tried to encroach on the space of Shivs, but Shivs too composed, too ready, and utilizing the matchup to great effect here.
I think he's similar because I know he has more experience in the Poison and Falc matchup, at least with the spacing. He's trying to treat Manat like the other two. Oh, sorry, he's trying to treat Manat like the other two. You're getting too close to the jabs, the mediums. It's not going to deter Shivs from not pressing those buttons because they're pretty solid buttons as pokes. Mid-range there. Pulls it back and gets the throw. Again, he hasn't jumped that much, to be honest, but Manat has clean anti-airs from far away. Forward throw, we're straight in the corner. Shivs will happily fight from the corner here. With the retraction.
He's got into the corner a lot sooner here, even though he's lost a similar amount of health.
Watch
He's
out,
doing something right.
He's doing these shifts though, not committing to a break. I don't know if the beat break can catch Manat recovering in that situation, but he needs something big here. He hasn't just got a big combo or something.
That's sweet. Despite the positional advantage, it is great defensive play from Shivs. He's lost hardly any health here.
Oh, but yeah, look, if he has to accept fighting from the corner, he will do. This is from experience fighting Jones. Just waiting here. No throw yet from Takamura. Do some damage. Gets that throw.
Oh, could have whiff punished that. Almost made him press that medium, and there's the activation. It's a lot closer this time.
Low.
It's another guess situation. Blocks it this time. Great blocking from Takamura, but he's still one hit away from dying, and that is going to be it. You can only guess right for so long. And Shivs moving into a game point here. I mean, 30's got to be the aim here for Team Reason to have any chance of putting that pressure on and catching Team Geo.
Good block on the overhead. He doesn't know when to take. He doesn't know when to throw. And like F-word, you called it before. When the all's behind you, that is probably the worst time to try and take his Manat. He's done it twice.
Absolutely the worst time.
It's a throw.
But then again, you don't want to go back to neutral like you do there when she gets the throw. So I understand the dilemma. Runs into that medium, gets knocked down.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything in neutral, really. Anything significant, Takamura. Misses his heavy Salt Sphere.
It's a bit too passive here. He's got to start taking more risk. Oh, that's a beautiful trap there from Shivs. This looks well and truly over. Takamura needs a miracle now to come back. Runs into that medium punch, but no conversion. Runs into another medium punch. This should be it. And a completely uneventful game there between Takamura and Shivs. Gets Reason a much-needed 10 points and brings them back into this set. Now, Takamura committed to using this as an experience opportunity to build that experience, but you've got to wonder what that cost the team in terms of momentum there. Clearly didn't have anywhere near the level of experience required to deal with a Shivs as experienced in the matchup as that.
Dude, no game plan equals to me that you're absolutely clueless, and that's not a matchup you can learn on the fly, to be honest. Just how she operates in neutral, with the V trigger being that, that contingency plan, that backup plan, and it just went from bad to worse for Takamura. But you know what? He says they're putting the chains on me again, but he's filling a role similar to Rickerman's Barnet here, Shivs. He can almost guarantee you 10 points, play in the anchor role, earn that 5 points if we go to the extra game. Manat's a reliable character in these two fixtures,
man. Manat is another team character that's worth having. Absolutely worth having. So now we go to the third game for all the beans. 20 points on the line. One of these teams will be walking away 30-10. There is no possibility of a tiebreaker at this stage. Mommy steps up for Team Wild Blast. He's been their most reliable player. Even when he's lost, he's still put on a very good showing and come very close to some of the really strong players that he's played. It's up now. It's up to Team Reason to come up with a counter for this Jammers. Any predictions as to who they throw on?
Probably guaranteed Soundboy. I don't think MQS has a decent track record against Momi, at least when Momi was super active, but it'd only make logical sense to put Soundboy
I would say
there.
the reason we haven't seen Soundboy up to this stage is because Soundboy's waiting to play now. But we don't have the answers. I know Logan does. Logan, are you down there with Mommy? Let us know how he's feeling and what match he's getting next.
Thanks, everyone. I'm here with Mommy. He's obviously very comfortable. He's got the shorts and the slides on today. Back again in this lovely air-conditioned studio. So, there's no pressure on you at all. You're in the anchor role, but I know you're just going to execute your game. It's most likely that you're going to go up against Soundboy. Last time round, you were the only player to put 10 points on the board for Wild Blast when you faced Reason, but you didn't face Soundboy that time. Do you have much Cody experience at all?
Yeah, I am actually good at the Cody matchup. It's just a different kind of approach with Cammy, but I'm actually feeling well playing in that matchup.
Excellent. It's good to hear, man. Let's find out if it is going to be Soundboy that steps up. He is. There we go. Gingerly getting up off of his stair. It is a big step down. It's a big step for you. You need to get these 20 points in that anchor position, not a position that you're unfamiliar with this season so far. How are you feeling about going into Cammy?
You know, Cammy's Cammy. She's really strong and Momi's really good. I think the matchups, I think it's even. And I've come out the last few times feeling a bit stressed, but I'm just going to be me this time. I'm going to be me, be happy and just play and see how we do.
I think we've only seen you use V-Trigger 2 throughout the entirety of Street Fighter League. And obviously I know that you're capable of using one, but you've only gone for 2. Why is that?
So I think that when you play Cody, I won't give too long an answer, but I think that the 2 V-Triggers operate completely differently and you require 2 different playstyles to use them with V-Bar. And the matchups I've been running into, I think the way that I like to use V-Trigger 2 with the V-Bar has just benefited me way more. And I think unless I run into a few players, I think I'm going to stick with 2 for now.
All right, well, let's see. You've locked in with Cody, so let's get ready. Momi locked in with Cammy already with that pre-announcement. It's time to get into Game 3. 20 points on the line. Reason need this to stay within touching distance of Team GO, but Wild Blast are not here as sidemen. They are not here as also Rans. They want to make sure that they give every team that they have to play in their remaining matches a run for their money, and Momi will definitely deliver that. Let's throw it over to F-Word and Jammers, who are going to deliver some superb analysis, insight, and hype for this Game 3. Let's throw it over to you guys.
If there was a competition for confidence and, you know, well-spokenness when they're on the stage with Logan, I think I'll be picking Soundboy. He's so great on the mic. Doesn't sound as confident as usual today, but still very charismatic, and I believe he is quite confident he can get the job done here. Surprised that Logan didn't ask the question. I mean, he asked the question about the V-Trigger, but with the Cammy matchup, didn't ask the question about the V-Skill 2. Now, that's the one I'm really curious about. Is he going to stick with V-Skill 2? Because surely in this matchup, the Codys like to go for V-Skill 1, but you lose so much damage and extension with that V-Skill 2.
Well, this is what he mentioned when he went up against, I spoke to him after the match with Luffy he had previous episodes ago, and he said, I didn't want to miss out on the damage from the X-Ruffian, from the Sway, the Ruffian follow-up as well. He just stuck with that. But yeah, like you said, V-Skill 1 has proven to be quite a significant change or a significant aspect, the crux of the matchup for Cammy, because it doesn't allow it to jump, play that ground game, and you can learn the ground game as a Cody player to combat Cammy's ground game, and it's been toned down as well, so it makes it easier to deal with for any character or every character.
Maybe that's why he'll go V-Skill 2 here. We'll see, because you do have other options. If you're ready, he's been very good at using air-to-air jump back jab. You've got the V-shift on reaction to get full grounded punish on the dive kick as well if it comes. That is, of course, a mix-up, so you can do a normal jumping. So let's see. We're going to find out now what V-Skill he's gone with as this match kicks in. For all the beans, Game 3, 20 points on the line. Reason chasing a chance for qualification. Momi and Team Wild Blast trying to do themselves some pride.
Good call.
It is V-Skill 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's easier because when you just jump, it's guaranteed damage. You have to risk.
And it's both sides as well, which is such a massive relief against a character like Cammy.
Okay, goes to the Hooligan. Doesn't use the V-Skill 1 straight away. Probably take a while to get used to.
It is one of them ones you've got to be, even though it's only 2 buttons, you've got to be kind of looking for it. That worked out.
He probably wanted to do V-Skill there. Hooligan kick came out first. There it is. That's it. That basically just shuts down or basically deletes the dive kick.
The only thing is that tiny bit of grey health you take and you get no Oki. What was that? Committed to that crouch. Activation gets caught though.
All right, can he get a grab? And Soundboy identified that as well. Went for the tech.
Wow, that worked out. It's very rare you see that happen. Just a perfect time on that delay, but that's an unsafe dive kick he's doing. Not deterred though with Soundboy. Looking to activate now.
Okay, couldn't.
That's high. What was that?
Yeah, it was from a Hooligan, so the frame advantage changes. It's not like the regular one.
Yeah, but that's still too high. Definitely.
Could have checked it.
Cody doesn't have a free frame, though, does he?
Yeah, he's got a 4 frame. Yeah, he could have checked it at least, I feel.
Yeah, he should have definitely pressed the button. But, I mean, he didn't press anything at all, though.
Oh,
chance
level
that's
2
going to
donk.
hurt.
Here comes 300 damage, F-Word.
Still gets a decent chunk there without the V-Skill too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, try to see, yeah, thought he was going to throw him backwards. Momi with a delayed throw. Oh, he did it late. And he's going to stun him. He's going to put him in a situation where it's guess for game with a stun going into the CA.
What's he going to do? Tap, tap, throw.
Soundboy gets his right here, though. He's got the... Oh, my Daisy best.
Oh, where you going? Where you going, mate? Damn.
1 round apiece.
Okay. He went for an answer that none of us were expecting. He went for the V skill frame trap. Thought he was going to tech, but he thought, yeah, he might throw me, so I'm just going to try and get out of it anyway. That was the choice he made finally on defense. But Momi did say he wasn't joking. When Momi says he actually feels all right in a matchup, he's pretty decent in that matchup. He's not lying to you.
Well, the good thing for Cammy is there's characters who, when they do guess the anti-air right, they do a ton of damage and they get a ton of Oki off the back of it.
Yeah.
Cody just does a tiny fraction of damage, actually loses a bit of grey health and gets 0 Oki. So there's reasons not to be deterred by that anti-air option.
Oh, he's second-guessing himself when Momi jumps now, because Momi's baits with light cannon strike have been fantastic this throughout this season of Street Fighter League. Just backs away. Goes back to that neutral again, charging that zone, but Momi needs to identify. Hey, trying to bait. He's trying to get him to focus on something else, but we'll confirm. Pro. V skill again.
Yeah, it's just free reversals out there. Doesn't want to deal with any of that pressure.
All right, there you go. Forward heavy kick, but he wants to get the hit so he can activate and get a reset situation here. But Momi's spacing
again
is immaculate right now.
Oh, doesn't whiff punish that though.
No V reversal yet.
Yeah, he was expecting the V reversal, didn't come.
Big damage.
Oh, he wanted a V reversal.
Yeah,
it was a V shift instead.
Ooh, try to catch a delayed tech there from Soundboy, but not working out. Here come all the bean balls. Just waiting.
Still got some V-trigger here.
Crouch fierce block.
Oh, what was that? Too high for combo. Nice jump back jab. He used that really well. Base out the reversal. That's an option she has. Big damage incoming. Oh my days. Don't anti-air on me, says Mommy. That's the mix-up. I play Ibuki. I know it's very frustrating. She's always got that option. If you have a good answer to the dive kick, she can do the short dive kick and bait it out. Mommy saving that as well up to this point, so he gets himself halfway towards a victory here.
I'm telling you, man, that is one of his best strengths as a Cammy player, able to bait what people are looking for primarily because of their mental stack, and he lands a dive kick but drops the combo, unfortunately. Level 2 Zonk. All right, pressure being applied, gets the cross up, puts him here, spends the bar as well, F-word.
Yeah, great jump timing there. Just jumped out of the string and caught the heavy punch on recovery. And he's got himself out of the corner and done a ton of damage. Back to neutral we go. Oh, he got him! Tried to do crouch fierce punch, didn't work. Great sequence from Mommy. You can go 2-0 up here. This is a horrible situation for Reason. They really need these 20 points.
Lovely V reversal.
Nice V skill.
It's been like 40-60, his percentage on that.
But look, couldn't punish, too far. Gonna look to activate. No, it's V reversal down there. That's gonna work. Gets the punish.
Getting a bit scrambly. Waits it out. Low forward will do it here.
There's the activation. No V reversal. Oh, he's dead.
He had
went all out with the command grab. Had to hold that. No free escape as well. Great meter assessment there from Soundboy as he went for that nice walk back. He's got some momentum on his side now. Baits out a reversal. It's getting better as it goes. Oh my days.
That was a magnificent bait, but then it was an unfortunate drop there. So
would have had corner carry and huge stun there, Jammers. Massive drop.
Crazy.
That's too high. Okay, no punish. Maybe only -3. Yeah, great delay on that V reversal. Gets her completely miles away. Good blow. Oh my god, that was a great block.
Oh, that was remarkable.
The hooligan.
This is getting absolutely scrappy between these two, but I'm loving it. The spacing again.
Big punish? No, just walks up and throws.
He was unsure. He was definitely unsure.
To make sure, right? Is that chance? No, it isn't. Oh!
No counter hit, otherwise that would have worked.
She's dead. She's dead. He's got one back. Soundboy back in this consistent anti-airs. Great momentum, and despite that drop at the start of that round, he's able to close it out to bring it to one battle apiece here, and Reason still in with a chance to bag the much-needed 30 points here and raise themselves closer to a qualification spot. Dude. This is a huge match for them.
Momi is really testing his mental stack. He keeps jumping, and Soundboy has to keep changing the answers. Stand fierce, V shift, V skill, they've been baited, they jump back button. You can really tell what the priority is in this matchup here. He's not dissuaded by the amount of times the double kick V skill has been unsuccessful effort. Jump out.
This is a great round from Mommy so far.
Block.
Oh, that should be it. Yeah, stun, and I like that. Optimize the stun combo. Great awareness there of the stun and the damage from Mommy. Closes that one out. Another solid round.
Oh, this is looking crazy.
He's mixed up the jumps really well, and he's happy to take the anti-airs. Why not? Nice whiff punish.
There's a level 2 there. Already in the corner.
Too early in the round.
He's looking to hooligan out of there.
Oh, big damage, that stun, and just in reply, you get Soundboy now. with a tremendous round. Can he close this out? Doesn't have the meter to kill. Brave tech from Mommy stays in this round. Needs a huge comeback now.
Yeah.
One anti-air will be dead. He can't do his usual game plan of jumping around. He's got to do this honestly.
Crouch Fist activate. No,
That's
gets the confirm first.
Bro.
You can take that.
Oh, he got away with that.
No
What?
cancel. Where's the
my
cancel
days.
on the ruffian kick? Oh no, this ain't looking too good. He has to take a throw.
Oh my goodness.
Jab? Yeah, he had to.
He thought he was scared. He thought he was scared, but he wasn't. He bet on the follow-up throw. And it's a great call there from Jammers. One apiece. Both of these guys completely tied up now. One battle apiece, one round apiece. And Mommy's confirms getting better as the set goes on.
Right, pile on the pressure with the dive kicks. Yeah, he has to.
Oh, just missed. And that was a charged up one as well. Would have been huge damage if he reacted in time.
Well, he's still got one more charged one. Let's see how he hits it. He's walking away right now. Level 2, and misses the throw too far because of the pushback there. And 1 meter to work with. Double kick.
Nice control here from Soundboy. Anti-air Kraus fierce. All the anti-airs coming out. He has Mommy cornered. Counter hit gets to confirm as he missed that throw. Takes the throw though. Oh, that is so plus. That was a charged one. He tried to run away.
Chased
where
it.
are you going?
Guess for game. Are you going to commit to it?
Oh my goodness, Soundboy, please.
Oh boy.
That's why, Logan. That's why he plays V-Trigger 2.
And this is it. It's
The equalizer.
It's a big deal. Because remember, she's got 900 stun, right? That command grab perfectly timed is in 300 stun. 3 of those and you're basically done, right? So even just one of them is a humongous deal in a situation like that. But I'm loving Soundboy's usage of Stand Fierce, the anti-air button. That's great. Oh, he tried it there. Unfortunately, commentator's curse.
That was a missed dive kick, but worked out well.
He tries Stand Fierce again.
Oh, this time he does it. First one he's done on the grounded reversal there. Just slowing down the pressure there of Mommy. Gets the V-trigger up. But be careful playing footsies when that pipe is out.
Very careful, especially with crouching.
Dash in and come on, grab again, get the party started. Where you going?
That's
my days!
Wow.
One more reset,
He's
and that's
reset
gonna be
you.
it.
Oh no, he's gonna reset you. No, he's gonna do the full combo.
Good combo into guess. Oh, he tried to get maximum damage for the kill. He should get it now though. Yeah, he did the second part.
And he went for that iota extra damage. Is it gonna play a big part?
Yes, it is. Mommy gets himself the first round of this 4th battle.
Damn,
huge jump there away from the EX. Massive tech as well to keep in that round. But man, that V-Trigger 2 getting a lot of mileage here for Soundboy.
Cool, misses the Stand Fierce. Anti-air again there, Soundboy. These guys are exchanging blows, and I'm loving every moment of this. Puts him under pressure with the EX Zonk. No counter hit confirmed with the stand hard or medium kick.
Where you going, says Mommy.
Throw tech. Oh, EX, the EX.
Nice V-skill. That mix-up isn't real in that scenario. Wakes up though and activator confirms. We're going to one apiece here.
Punish. He needs to be greedy. You
Sorry,
need to be greedy.
Doesn't want to get in a scenario, doesn't get his confirmed. But he knows how scary that V-Trigger is if we can get going, especially with that glass health of Cammy.
He needs to steal something here.
Oh no, that doesn't work out. No, doesn't kill.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, tried to dash in. I wonder what was buffered behind that dash in, Dammers. Possibly another command grab. But the preemptive stand medium gets the game there for Mommy. We are at 2 battles apiece. And this vital 20 points going down to the wire.
Can we just highlight something that's even more important? You know, Wild Blast actually might win this. They have got victory.
Oh my God, that would be the first. Yeah,
this might be their
wow.
This will be their first victory.
Mommy, he loves the one-game scenario.
Oh,
big bait.
Not stunned yet. It's going to be a guess for game here. What's he going to do? The back.
Oh, he's got the round. Mommy turns on the heat. Goes into Rago mode with a wake-up light DP and then continues the pressure. Big, big danger signs here for a reason. I think their chances of qualify disappear significantly if they can't win this.
Just by the situation alone, level 2 Zonk Knuckle gets the micro walk throw and a jump out from Momi.
Yeah, big jump out the corner there. You've seen how well Soundboy's utilized that corner position.
Oh, he's pressing every button under the sun here.
Whiff punishing the whiff dive kicks.
Just whiff punishing in general in this matchup. We're not 100% comfortable with Momi's playstyle, but
he's very good at varying the approach, Mommy. See why he doesn't mind the Cody matchup.
Good. That was at
Nice
least
back
plus
dash.
1. Yeah, that had to be
Oh,
plus
that's
1.
more than +1. I think that was perfectly spaced. Okay, took his turn. Jumps in again, that's very high. Cody doesn't have free frame though.
Good B reversal there from Mo.
Oh, trying to he's mixing it up, he's not ready to react here. Soundboy falling apart here and he's cornered.
He
Goes for the delay. Nice V-skill gets the jump in.
He needs that trigger.
Another jump. Oh my God, so
build super.
one more hit.
Momi's got CA. Punish.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
He's got to be careful. He can't reset him. Ooh, good escape. He actually timed that for the rock.
No, he commits to the low, tries to escape, and would you believe it? Team Wild Blast. It only took 3 months. They've got their first victory of the season. 30-10. They take it over Reason. And would you believe they do it when they're away from home as well? They couldn't do it when they were at home. They do it away from home. Mommy with a vital win. I mean, they got to be absolutely buzzing. If pride alone counts for something, you've got to be feeling good as Wild Blast, but you've got to be feeling absolutely devastated as Team Reason, as that comes to an extremely unfortunate end for them, and they are very, very unlikely to make the top 4 now.
We were concerned. We had negative opinions, but they managed to turn it around. And how did it start? You see my point now? He's not disagreeing with it, but I'm just being petty at this point.
I mean, I don't think that doesn't strengthen your argument in any way, but I agreed with you at the time. Morale is huge, absolutely huge. And Team Reason, doing the favor of not countering Jimmy, definitely gave them some morale at the start. So well done to them, and well done to Jammers for your silly little point that you want to hold on to. But honestly, more importantly, a victory for Wild Blast, but you got to say, a huge, huge upset there for Reason. I mean, they really, really needed that win.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. That's it.
Get over here.
That's literally it. And like you said, look, they fumbled a very big opportunity, because right before this fixture even started, I said, look, a 40-0 hit from Reason is vital to keep them in the playoffs. But now, the bottom 2 teams are just slugging out, see who ruins each other's day. And Team Wild Blast, I should say, can actually go home with at least some sort of consolation prize, saying, I stopped you from trying to qualify. But
they were 40 points away from Team Geo before this started. They got to 10. They're 30 points away now. But I mean, it's a lot to ask with the matches they have coming up in terms of matchups. Sorry, Jams, go ahead.
No, this for me, this is one of those things where they still got points. But it was kind of the ones where, okay, it's not necessarily a game in hand. You thought it would be a game in hand, but by the way things were going, but it was just unfortunate that they were on the other end, the receiving end of losing this time.
Look, there's one positive. Their last 2 games are home games, right? Home against BMS, who's the best team in the league at the moment, and home against 0-0 Nation, which could be completely irrelevant because it's Team Geo, they need to drop points. So they can hope and pray, but the likelihood is unlikely now. And I think we have them on the stage there. Logan, over with you to Team Reason. Let me know how they're feeling.
Thanks, everyone. I'm here with Shivs on the stage, and you know, it has to be said, I think you guys got the player matchups wrong that time round. A lot of the guys on commentary were speculating that it would have been better for you to go out against Jimmy and then send someone else out against Takamura. How do you feel about your character picks and your orders in terms of this? Do you think you got it wrong?
I still think we got it right. The problem is these things happen. And in a game like this where things are volatile, you can look back and say, what if? But it could have still gone the same even if I had gone up and played. Maybe we would have lost 40-0. You never know.
Potentially. But, you know, obviously you're in a position now where you are now 40 points behind Geo. You're in 5th, Geo in 6th place on 160 after that 10 points they picked up. There's still 2 matches to play. So you need to make up a 40-point difference. But as F-Word said, one of those matches is against BMS.
Yeah.
And the other one is 0-0 Nation. It's looking very, very... It's not mathematically impossible, but it's looking very, very difficult for you guys.
So anyone who knows me knows I'm a betting man, and I would not bet on us right now.
Shiv's continuing his record of confidence on the stage. We love to hear it. You've backed yourself the whole season.
Look, man, I'm just calling it how it is. It is. We got ourselves in this position. If we make it out, we did exceptionally well. If we didn't, I don't think we've performed anywhere near anyone's else expectations. I thought everyone think we were going to come last here.
I mean, potentially, but you know, at the end of the day, you guys have represented. You're still in it. You're still in the fight. It's a very, very uphill struggle, but you're not out yet. I'll let you go and rejoin your teammates, and you can go and work on the not too exciting prospect of facing BMS in the next match. Oh my word. Let's take a look at how that leaves the leaderboard, and we can see exactly how hard this job is going to be for Reason. And there you can see 130 points. They did pick up 10, so my mistake, 30 points behind. I forgot about that. They did pick up that vital 10 points in this matchup. So they're 30 points behind with 2 matches left to play. But of course, you can see that they are ahead there in terms of matches played. BMS clear at the top, 215. It is going to be impossible to stop them making the playoffs, but where are they going to finish? We will find out over the coming weeks. Let's see what we have coming up next week. It's going to be week 12 as we move closer and closer towards the playoffs. And Team Reason are going to be watching this first match closely as they're wanting Mouse to clean sweep GO in our match number 1. BMS and 00 Nation going head-to-head as well. Those 2 remaining matches for Reason. Both of those teams playing each other. It's going to be an exciting match because we are very, very close. We're in touching distance. We can reach out and touch the playoffs. They're going to be in a couple of weeks. Those seedings, they are so vital. The points are so tight in that top 4. Thank you so much for joining us. Big, big shout out again to the players. They have been delivering the whole season, giving us not only great in-game performances, but obviously showing their personality, their spirit, and their heart as well in this arena. Win, lose, doesn't matter. They have stepped up. Shout out as well to my brothers on the commentary desk, F-Word and Jammers, always delivering. That's right, bang your chest. Make some noise. We will see you next week here for Street Fighter League Pro Europe 2022. We are so close to the playoffs. We need to determine exactly how those semi-finals are going to turn out. It's all to play for. We'll see you same time next week. Take care.